Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the All About Favor show. I am your host, Pastor KZ. Before I go any further, I just want to thank you all so much for your wonderful emails, your responses from this week's show so far. Well, I figured let me end the week with a bang. So, I want to give you this thought, and again, it's based on someone's email that was sent to me. And I don't know how you're going to feel about it, but y'all, I gleaned a whole lot of inspiration from this suggested topic by one of my subscribers. And again, thank you to the subscriber that is in Clearwater, Florida, actually. So don't forget, when you're doing your emails, put down in there where you're from, your city or your state that you're in. So this topic today is gleaned from a subscriber from Clearwater, Florida. So here is the end of the week thought. Sometimes saying goodbye is a good thing. No closure is necessary. Just goodbye. This is it. I'm done. Now, y'all, when I read this particular email, I thought, wow, this is from someone who has been hurt, disappointed, mistreated, mishandled, taken advantage of, burned out, sick and tired of being sick and tired. Did I cover most of these emotions? That's what I got when I read that email. This person is just tired and they ready to move on. They're done. Have you ever been a person that you take until one day you wake up and you're done? And it's time to say goodbye. I don't need any closure here, just goodbye. Stick a fork in it. See, as a result of all of these emotions, and I'm sure it's a lot of them I left out, but as a result of certain emotions, you decide that a goodbye is in order. Have anybody scheduled or planned a goodbye? Anybody? You never planned a goodbye? Come on, tell me the truth. I know I've planned a goodbye before, so I know planning and scheduling a goodbye might not be easy sometime, but it might be necessary. See, I didn't want to do too much commentary on this topic because the person who sent the email had requested that I do a few days and commit to a series on this topic of goodbye, which I will do at a later date because I can't give it justice in this amount of time in this space. So sometimes saying goodbye will allow you to grow, because she was asking my opinion about it. And I do believe sometimes when you say goodbye or you leave people where they are or you cut certain things off, it gives you an opportunity to grow and advance. It opens the door. You never know how God opens doors for you. And sometimes the door that you're standing behind or the situation that you've been in, you don't even realize how stagnant you become. You don't realize that sometimes certain people just hinder your progress and hinder your growth, or certain times in life you outgrow things and it's time to move on with your life so you can move forward and advance in your life. See, life is all about progress. Just like when we're in school, at the end of each year or semester, you get promoted or you move to the next level. So in life, we have a tendency to get stuck and we don't elevate or move forward with our life. So sometimes it is necessary to say goodbye in order to grow. Now, let me say this. While saying goodbye might be a good thing, it does not come sometime without feelings of sadness, feelings of regret, maybe even feelings of anger. Sometimes you get angry, but it ain't at the other person. Sometimes you get mad at yourself for staying stuck too long. But you know what? It's not too late to turn things around and get on the right track. Or you may say goodbye and it's not necessarily a bad goodbye. Sometimes the goodbye, the other person would just wish you well on your journey. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to say goodbye in peace, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And sometimes, like I said, depending on the nature of the relationship, there are feelings of sadness. Feelings like, oh man, I miss him. But I want to say this. Understand this. Sometimes when you say goodbye, there's a feeling of relief that come over you. Especially if something or someone has disturbed your peace for a long time. Now, I want you to think about this over the weekend. It's okay to say goodbye. And can I say this? Y'all, I heard this expression a while back, and it's a true quote. Stop trying to reopen a door that God has already closed, and stop trying to put a comma where God has put a period to the end. A period means this sentence is over and we're starting a new sentence. So learn that when the season is up for something, and I think one of my videos upcoming is going to be about that. It's okay to say goodbye, and it's okay to move forward with your life. Think about that over the weekend. And you know what? Take a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper and write down some things you need to say goodbye to. Saying goodbye also includes some unnecessary baggage you're carrying around, and even some bad habits that you may have. Because sometimes the problem is really not other people or other situations. Sometimes you created the problem. Sometimes you're the problem. You know, whenever you're pointing fingers, you got fingers pointing back at yourself. Always do a self-check and an inventory and evaluate yourself and your part of the story. Own your part of the mess. Say goodbye to that, and it's all right to start over again. Thank you all for watching, and it has been a wonderful first week of a new month. Y'all, God is in the turnaround business. Don't sit there and just feel sorry for yourself. Have your cry, have your moment, but get yourself back up. Things gonna get better. Say in your spirit, it's gonna be a better month this month. Say in your spirit, I decree and I declare that things gonna get better. It's a new month. It's always an opening. As long as the Most High keep waking you up in the morning. Wake up with a positive thought. Wake up speaking his word back to him. Wake up with some accountability of how, you know what, I can change this situation. I can be a part of my breakthrough. See, God wants you to be an active participant. Don't just sit there and be lazy and think God's going to do it all. Get up from there. Get up from there. You're worth it. I want to thank everybody this week, especially I didn't shout it out in the beginning of the week, but I want to thank everybody this week. Every piece of jewelry that I've worn this week have been gifts. So I want to thank everyone. Actually, this was handmade for me. So thank everybody, because I wanted to switch it up a little bit. Someone indicated in an email, now Pastor K, we have sent you some jewelry. We've sent you some different things, and we want to see you wear it. So I figured I'd take this week and maybe next week to do a little bit of that. So the jewelry that you will see, you know, next week videos and from this week's videos have all been gifted to me. Thank you so much for all of your love, your support, thank you again. I gotta remember to thank those of you who hit the link in the bio and go to my Amazon and gift me things off of my Amazon wish list. And thank you all, those of you who support me by purchasing my booklets that is on Amazon. And don't forget, the Boy Bye t-shirts is out there. And guess what? This is on the eyewear line. I'll see you back Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Be blessed. And remember, get focused. Find your balance and watch as well as pray. I'll see you back.